Welcome to GTProductions. This is your homeboy Grant Reed, the official editor for GTProductions. So, to clarify a few things, left click, a regular primary click, is blue, as you can see in that last thing, and then right click is red. Super simple, and then when I scroll, it just has these little arrow thingy-mobobs and all that stuff. I cannot see it, but then all you guys can. And if I multi-click, it will come up with like these number thingies. 12 right there? I don't know. So let's get started!
Okay, leave a gap, leave a gap, leave a gap. Going this way, yep.
So in the very beginning of the video, we had it fade from white to this glorious shot on the pond. Super easy, super effective, looks really good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So for this first shot, all we did was we have it over the pond, looks really nice. All we do is go forward, and on the beat, it goes right and there, and then a glorious shot looking down at the field. So to achieve this wonderful look, all we did was we went to color correction, as you can see. This little spot right here, then we dragged and dropped it onto this little thing, then it comes up and it's going to be exact same. And so all we do is we go to view mask, we select it, and we add color mask. And once you hit add color mask on that little thing, it comes with this little dropper. Super easy, super simple. You drag and drop, and whatever is highlighted is what you are going to change color of. I thought this was the most effective because it gets the water and a little bit of mountains that kind of spruces up the sky a tad, and it gets all the edges of the water and all that good stuff. What I did for the colorization is I went, as you can see, it came up with this nice little window, and I hit this little color board little wheel. It comes up with all these wonderful things. Now this, I kind of put up to the blue to have it a little highlights and all that, and then this one I had even, that one I brought up to the little like cyan kind of color. It brings out the lighter color. Then for the saturation, I just boosted up the middle one just a touch, and then darkened it a little so we get that nice dark oceany look. It looks fantastic. And so right on the beat, it switches. Now, to help the viewer see that it is still the same shot, just moved forward, what I did is I have established these 2 trees in the cross. 2 trees in the cross, and once you skip forward, you see that 2 trees and a bigger cross and the road. The road helps you a little bit, but mainly the cross and the 2 trees. And then as you skip forward, you just keep going forward. As you can see, it goes forward. And one thing I had to do is cut out the little blade just to not make it cheap with the little blade. Then super easy. All I did was, you can see the cross, the mountain, and all that good stuff. You just cut it forward so it's close to the cross. And then in this shot, it just has the slightest of turn that establishes that we are turning, and then we cut to the next one. So this shot just ended with a turn, and then the beginning of this shot has the slightest of turn. As you can see, the slightest of turn to realize that we finished the turn, and now we're coming across the baseball field, and we come right above it, and we have this glorious shot. And so right on the beat, we have it switch to this wonderful fence gliding shot, just right on beat, to establish that we are no longer on the drone shot. We are making cinematic, wonderful shot. Then right on the beat, once again, as you will hear in a second, right on the base hit, we have this glorious shot of the baseball that was made by Travis. It comes up and around, and it looks fantastic. This one I did a little bit of colorization. As you will see, it is really white, and the baseballs are like kind of blown out a little bit in the shadows, and yeah, I didn't do any coloring. All I did was exposure. All I did was make it a little bit down, and from that just exposure, it makes it look a lot more cinematic. And so for this next shot, we had as iron sharpens iron, so as one man sharpens another. Proverbs 27:17. This was a fantastic shot made by Travis. It looked amazing, and actually the speed that I had to slow this down for is at 18%. That is really, really slow. And this was only filmed at 60 frames. And then this one had to go even slower to make it a little bit longer. This one is only 18. Ha, psych, I lied to you. It's only 18, but I had to slow it down a lot. It has optical flow on it to make it look better. It just makes it look a lot better and a lot smoother. This is not all jaggedy and looks really good. Moving on, all we have is this basic bench shot. It just goes across the bench, and then in slow motion, we go to this glorious shot of it going around the bats, and then we have Taylor York, which is that baseball player who you will see many times within the video, which I tried to fix, but well, we just had a lot of footage of him, and so we had it. Slow motion, that is 120 frames, 120, 120.
21.
From this baseball bat coming on down. We then have it go right on the beat, that little tss, we have it go to the base to establish just a quick shot of the home plate that, in fact, this Luke Stratton is at the base, even though batters typically at the base, typically always. Just establish that he is at the home plate. He swings his bat right on the beat.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cabin.
Right on the beat. Oh, that's what this little marker is. That is to signify that that little bump is a beat, which I need to hit with him swinging the bat. Then a little bit past the beat, we have it switched to the classic pitcher. What do you call waddling the ball? Waddle, 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 waddling a ball. And so then we have a quick shot of that. It was a little quick, but you can see the batter in the background with the ball. It was pretty good, super quick, but hopefully that you got that was the pitcher. Then we go to this glorious shot that is slowed down by just a tad, like barely anything. Just so you can gander across this wonderful shot. It just goes down, goes, and you just have the classic baseball, like dig in or whatever. All the baseball players that said that it was really stupid, but it just helps the film. Right on that base, he hits the ball. Ooh. It looks really good. We have this glorious shot of the pitch coming in and slow motion of him boom, hitting it, and then to transition from him hitting it to an outfielder on the same team. And he ran up and caught the ball. We really want all the good stuff to happen right as the beat drops, which is over here. So I wanted to save I want to have just some of the stuff that kind of flows together. Like, as soon as you hit the ball, it kind of goes out in the outfield, so it makes sense that you would get it here. Alex catches the ball, and then we have the rest of the shot going up from the bats to him clapping. It just establishes that that was a good play, because it was. Even though it took me like 10 tries to film because I wasn't. And then we have this amazing shot of them going up, and then it speeds up. Then we have this glorious shot. His swing, Taylor York, again, he's going to be in this video quite a few times, has this really good shot of him hitting the ball. It was like a perfect swing. Now, some of the baseball players said that it was clearly lobbed, but it's okay because I don't know when he did it. And then right on the beat, it drops. Beautiful. Then it fades in with this nice little fader kind of thing right here. It's just a regular fade. Ooh, each little spike is a beat. Now for this, originally had completely black, but what I found out is that best was at 84 opacity, which looked pretty good. If it was a little bit less, then it would like kind of give you a seizure kind of thing. But if it was completely black, it would kind of disorient you. So you really want to help your viewer. And so you can still see through the black a little bit of what's happening. It just helps the viewer to see where in time and space are you looking at. And then right on the beat, it speeds up and he hits the bag, getting the player out. Which, by the way, was just another Linfield baseball player who was just wearing a regular t-shirt. I'm pretty sure that was Luke Stratton, the original person at bat. And then we have it on the beat. Then we have Taylor York once again first, because the runner is trying to lead off and all that good stuff. And then we have him slow-mo. I did do a mistake of having it go too long for when it's slow motion. It was just a little long, just a little long. My main point is to make it kind of fast and not drag on, because hype videos aren't really supposed to be that long. They're supposed to be quick, super cool, super quick. So this next shot, it was just a shot of him running around the base. This was shot on the Ozmo, as you can see, because it was super smooth while I was moving. This shot was just to establish somebody is running around the bases. Somebody is running around the bases. And sadly, we do not see his face, but we can see the runner. This shot was supposed to be him running around third, and then coming in for home base. This is Connor Kosteka. Beautiful slide. Slow motion. 120 frames. Had to slow it down a little bit with optical flow. Hopefully the viewer realized that I was him running around the third, and he's now coming to the home base to get for a home run. And as you can see, this might have not been as clear, but his hand clearly touches the base before his glove touches him. This point or whenever in time, that's when he touches, but he's already touched it, so it was a little bit hard, but it's okay because we all know that he was safe. So super slow-mo, and then right on that, he speeds up and gets up. It looks pretty good right there, yeah. And then we had another glorious hit by the catcher, Austin Willis, who got a nice dinger, potentially have another shot in the field. This wonderful shot of Tyler Baca, who catches it in midair. We had to do this shot a few times because just getting this wonderful shot just took a few times. Now, as you might have heard, is that right as soon as he slows down, the music kind of dwindles, and then right as soon as he speeds up, the music goes. So that was a little touch, a little detail that I like to add. Just the musical cues. Just right there, as you can see. Then it cuts to once again Taylor York. Then we have this GoPro shot, which I am quite sad that we didn't use as many GoPro shots. But thankfully, Travis grabbed my my knockoff GoPro and got this wonderful shot. As you can see, the white balance is really off because it's really blue, or really wintry if you're gonna do temperature. Really cool, that's what it's called. And then we have Taylor York. He pitches it with no batter, still hits it. Then they throw it to second base and gets him out. It was a little bit dragged on, but at this point I didn't have much footage to work with, which is why I had so many Yorks. And then as you can see, he just got out. And then this shot of Luke Stratton was to show off the wonderful shot of the number to the back, to the player looking, and the cross. Ooh. Then right on the beat, it switches right to Austin Willis, who catches a fastball, and then he stands up. He looks really good taking off his helmet, looking at the other players. Oh, then at this point, it gets half speed, 50%, 60 frames, 50%. Then it slows down, right there, right on the beat too. They all come together for a wonderful shot. And I don't know why they kept yelling yeet or whatever they said. And then it fades to white because all good things end in white. Then it goes to Linfield Baseball. Special thanks to Carson Screenium Photography for those drone shots. Then GTProductions, you homeboys. All this is super easy, super effective. To fade to white, all I did was super easy custom. You go into this, then you scroll down just a tad to custom. You drag and drop. Then once you go to custom, you just go to generator, super easy. Go to color, and you select a color. For me, it would be white over here. Any of these are pretty much the same, but then you go to white. Alright, real quick, let's talk about music real quick. Finding music is one of the main parts I have to do in the very beginning. Without music, I can't plan the shots. And without planning the shots, I don't gotta film. So basically, what we went through many songs. One of them was like, we went through a lot of trap music and all that stuff. But Travis Lau found the music really good. Really, I like it a lot. It's like a basic or a classic baseball hype. I personally like the epic kind of ones, like what I do with soccer. But this one was a really good one. And so the music, super simple. It was just Valesco, whatever, Cloud9. Cal Vesco is the artist, and then Cloud9 is the name of the song. Super easy, lots of beats that I can hit, so many. And it's got these little dip downs, super easy. Lots of shots I can plan for that. Then it hits it back up. And one thing I really wanted for this music is to have the drums. It goes doo 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 doo. So I really wanted these like black screen kind of things because they look really nice and a little cinematic. So then we go through, and then I wanted a really good bass drop that didn't have a lot of techno and dubstep and all that stuff. And as you can see, there's a little splice here where you're like, hey, why is there a splice there if this is the song? Well, this song kept going on and on and on, and I had to get it under 2 minutes. Not only because Marla gets mad if it's longer than 2 minutes, but making a hype video of planned shots for stuff, especially baseball, is pretty hard. So I had to shorten down the music, and this cut it down by like, I want to say 20 seconds. It looks really nice, and you can't even hear the difference. Here, listen. Look, you didn't even hear it. Here. This is what it looks like. Oh, you didn't even hear a thing. Throughout this entire video, there was tons and tons of color corrections I had to do. I went back and forth of what colorization. One thing I learned from the music video of Greater Is He is that too much colorization looks cheap. The video looked pretty nice. The colorization, I had to go back and forth once again. The first time I tried it, I didn't have fresh eyes, and I just kept amping up the colorization. It did not look good. It looked really like the grass would bleed onto the dirt. It did not look good. Hopefully, I put a lot of funny stuff in here. If I had a dream job, first of all, it would be editing, and also it would be videos for those video game players who just put in a whole bunch of random moments. Oh, that is the best. Like literally, that to me is a dream job. All I want to do is that, having the random like memes pop up, and oh man, and then like the music cues, and oh, woo, that is exactly what I want to do. But you know, kind of stuck with the Linfield advertisement, but it's okay. So that is all from GTProductions. Support your Linfield Christian Baseball. Come out and support them. Their season is just now starting. Special thanks to Carson Screenium Photography for these wonderful drone shots. Special thanks from your homeboys, GTProductions.